Yay! Well, I'm not running late, but I literally just finished. Actually, I still didn't get everything done that I needed to do, but mm, I usually do that before the live. I guess those things will be okay right there for now. If I don't use the ring light, I may need to use the ring light. I don't know. Let me just open up my everything. Okay, let's see. Close that. Hi, Camille. Make sure my sound is down. Go to my channel. And there. All right. All messages. And we're good, I think. Okay. I haven't even done my little notebook stuff, so I'm just gonna do that because it doesn't seem like, well, it seems like there's two people in here now, but I am gonna use my little notebook and I'm gonna write my information down while I wait for people to come in, and I haven't priced anything either, but that's okay. I've sort of learned to do it on the fly. Not that it's that hard to do, but it's just, I used to be so prepared before, and this is a little bit easier for some reason. Hi Dawn, good to see you. My notebook is blank. I have to I just write down like the title of the sale and you know, the information I'm going to need to get, which is like who won, what the price was, all that sort of thing. And then I number the side and then I check things off. I haven't done any of that yet, so I'm just going to write this down really quick. But welcome Dawn and Camille if you're still here. Thanks for coming. This is part 2 of the man cave sale. I feel like I have something, well, yeah, I feel like I have something between my eyebrows for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so thank you for joining everybody. Just bear with me for 1 second while I, let's see, this is sale number 123. Man cave sale. Oops, I wrote this in the wrong place. I'm very particular. I'm very particular about how I do this. Thanks for joining everybody. I didn't even schedule the sale until less than an hour before I was going to start. I was having trouble with the thumbnail. It wouldn't fit. It kept refusing on the thumbnail. So, thanks for coming in, everybody. I'm just doing my notebook really quick. I'm sorry. I'm usually a little quicker than that, but please do talk amongst yourselves, whoever's here, for just a second. All right. Man cave sale number 2, and this is sale number 123. Number 1, 2, 3. And today's date is the 6th. 8/6/26. All right, and then we do the number, the item, the price, the winner. I'm just talking about what I'm doing so it's not so boring. What the price is after winning, whether or not I've invoiced the person, and notes. That's how I keep track. Hi Trace, good to see you. Smoky Seattle here. It is hot as heck outside in Maine. It is probably 85 degrees at least, but it's really humid. I stepped outside for a little bit right before the live and I'm like, whoa, beach day. Beach day, same in Colorado. Oh wow. And I apologize that I'm, just writing this stuff down now, but it'll just take me a second because I used to fill everything out like crazy. So I'm just gonna number from 1 to 25. I probably don't even have that much. Maybe I do. I don't know. It is super hot today though. My handwriting is atrocious. Oh well. It's because I'm trying to hurry. All right, there. We're all set. Now I'm more ready. It is pretty bright. I don't have my ring light on. I have my window behind me. Uh, let go, let go, let go. I do have shares now, so it's a little more private, but it is super bright out there. Super sunny, another cloud in the sky. Oh, so it's along the same lines as the stuff from last week. Some is a little different. Um, I have a few things left over from the last sale, so I might do those at the very end of the sale. Uh, because I was going to donate them, but I was thinking since I'm having a man cave sale next week, I might as well try those one more time during that sale. I freeze iced tea in here, but then I forget that I froze it, and then I can't drink it because it's a solid block of ice. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this sale today. Um, there was a Zoom meeting that I may or may not have had to attend, and then turns out I didn't. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. And let's see. Uh, that didn't happen, and I was actually supposed to not be here today, but I am. So it's been kind of a weird day of not knowing what I was actually going to be doing today. So I woke up this morning thinking I was doing something else that was going to take a very long time, and I wasn't going to be able to do a live sale. So that's the other reason. It took me so long to set up the sale. Mm. Is it hot where you are, Stephanie? I don't think I like this shirt. Got my order from you tomorrow. You get your order from me tomorrow. Can't wait. Oh, thank you, Dawn. It's easier to see the chat over here for some reason. Oh, thank you, Camille. French vibe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just pick a shirt basically, and then I'm like, I put all my makeup on except for my lipstick, and then I pick a shirt, and then I go from the shirt, and I'm like, what earrings would look good with this? What lipstick would look good with this? And then if it's hot out, and I'll throw my hair into a ponytail. I did have my hair down, but it was like, so, 80s hair. I just made it take my desk wet. Hi, Kate. Oh my gosh. But you rang the bell, right? I keep forgetting to tell you. Because I'm like, TikTok, YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't even think to. Anyway, I made you a mod. Oh, thank you, Camille. I appreciate that. It's good to see everybody. Like I said, very last minute. Wasn't sure I was doing this sale today. I thought I was going to, and then my plans changed, and then they changed again this morning. So here I am. I may stream later over on TikTok as well since I have makeup on. Might as well. I ranked up to D1 over on TikTok. You get the notification set up. I'm working, but I can watch and peek. Oh, good. Oh, and I still have your Mary Kate video and the two white hobnail lamps that you wanted. First of all, I know you still want Mary Kate and Ashley, but do you still want the hobnail lamps? And also, I'm going to put a light bulb in each of them just to make sure they work because it seems like I might have tested them, but it's been such a long time. I think I remember I was just like unpacking things and don't even know if I tested them at the time. So at some point though, I can invoice you for those. I can ship them out to you. But yeah, just let me know on that one. Yeah, okay, awesome, perfect. I found them when I didn't find them, but I kept like trying to put them aside somewhere where I would not forget them. So I'm like, okay, I won't forget. And I've been meaning to ask you probably for the past couple of weeks at least. So. Ugh. I think that was a hunk of tea. I just got in my mouth. Okay, I'm just gonna get started. This is very last minute, so just like last week, I don't expect a lot of people to be here. But feel free to share it out if you want to. So, doing this spiel that I always do. If you're new, I'm gonna need your your real name, your YouTube name, your email address, and your shipping address so that I can invoice you. Now, I do need to, if I give the person the amount of time that it took me to invoice them to pay, usually. And I have a rule, and I kind of forgot to say it last week, but I have a rule that if the payment isn't made before my next sale, or some kind of contact isn't made with me before my next sale, I'm just going to have to resell the item. I cannot hold on to boxes for people or items. I can't. And I apologize for that. But I just don't have the space. It's too much chaos. Still, I know it doesn't look too bad behind me right now, but things are gonna get lost and things like that. And again, I don't have the space, and I'm trying to get things out. So anyway, that's nothing against anybody who might be watching now. Like everybody's still good, but I do need to have payment in the amount of time it took me to invoice you, basically, so I can get things out of here. I hate doing that rule, but and if I had a whole section or whole room or whatever, I would just have a box. What am I trying to say? Open box shelf. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Everybody, everybody paid promptly. I just forgot that I didn't say that reminder last week, and that can be a problem eventually sometimes. But no, everybody paid just fine last week. Everything is shipped out, and it's the next sale. So anyway, let's see what else. I ship from Maine, so keep that in mind because of the postal rates have gone up. I do use pirate ship, so we do have a discounted shipping cost, but uh, I do live in Maine, so it's not like I live in Ohio, so it's a little cheaper when you're like in the middle of the United States. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind too, especially if you get lightweight items. It could very well be that the shipping is going to cost more than your items did. So um, it's all to do to weight and distance and size. So anyway, I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. Like I said, I didn't price anything, so I'm going to have to come up with that on the fly really quick. But I do have some of my pricing stickers here. I can throw on things. Oops, and my Sharpie. Um, and just in case somebody buys something or doesn't buy something, but they want to know what the price was, and I actually remember by putting a price on it. Okay, so I am just going to get rolling. I'm assuming it's hot where everybody is. It is super hot here today. Somewhere in the mid upper 80s, I'm guessing. I always forget to check. I could check on my phone. Oh, I always think I can check on my phone. It's 87. 86. 86 feels like 92. So there's that. That's Maine. For anybody who says Maine is cold. Okay, we're gonna get rolling, and I'm going to start. What am I gonna start with? I'm not prepared, you guys. Let's start with books. A couple of books over here. All right. I'm gonna start this at $6. There's no $6 sticker going on, but I'm just gonna write 6 in very light pencil on the inside. Very, very light pencil. Very easily erased. Okay. Let's get rolling. All right. Start at 6. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I didn't even schedule the sale until like less than an hour ago. Oh, it's probably about an hour ago because it's 3:15 now. I was not sure if I was doing it today, and then I had trouble making a thumbnail. And it took me a while, and yeah, so it's very last minute with my putting up the sale. But here we go. This is Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. It's just a fun dude book. It does have, age staining on it. And it says, "Stand by for Mars." Is it Roswell? Rockwell, excuse me. Can't tell what it says down there. Cricket, no, Grosset. Grosset and Dunlap. Grosset and Dunlap. Okay. Good to see you too. Sorry, it took me a minute. And so it's really fun, has really fun graphics on the inside. I was tempted to keep it in my own vintage book collection, but I'm just like, I'm at capacity with my vintage book collection. So I thought somebody else might be able to enjoy it. Stand by for Mars. This was copywritten in 1952. Has great graphics. I didn't read the story, but it must be fun. It must be fun. I just thought, I think when I picked it up, I was like, I just like the title, and I like space age stuff. There's no pictures or anything, I don't think. Let me flip through really quick. Oh, no, there's a few. Hold on. There's a couple here and there. I don't know. I like NASA stuff. I don't collect it, but I think it's neat. I don't necessarily agree with it either half the time, but I still think it's neat. There might be any more pictures in here. I don't know. Yes, there's one. Just flipped by it. Where'd it go? Now it's gone. Anyway. There we go. There we go. I was unable to get a site on Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri. Anyway, I think these books are interesting, and the book cover itself is kind of it's kind of like denim looking almost. I'm gonna set that aside, but I did write the $6 on the inside, so I'm gonna put this over here like I did last week. I do too. I think I don't know. It's just neat, the space stuff. Sorry, my nose itches. I feel like the 1960s was really peak for NASA paraphernalia. Paraphernalia, is that the right word? Anyway, moving on. I'm also going to start this at 6, so I'm just going to leave it on the screen. It's a little bit banged up, but you know what? I need to put prices on things. I screwed myself over with this. I covered my whole entire tape painter's tape with the other price stickers, and now I have to take them all off so I can get to the other side of the tape. Alright, 6. Starting at 6. It is the first aid kit, prepared by Johnson & Johnson. There's nothing in it. It's banged up. That's why it's man cave, but I thought crafting wise or whatever, somebody might have some fun idea of what to do with it. Sorry, it's taking me forever here. Get over there. Alright, sorry. Anyway, here it is. It is pretty banged up, but I thought it was neat. I like Boy Scouts things too. It's NASA, Boy Scouts, man cave stuff. It's pretty beaten up, but this has clips in the back, so it can probably clipped onto, I'm gonna guess, a backpack or something. Actually, it's a strap. It's not a clip. It's a strap holder right there. So it slid onto whatever they slid it onto, but I would use it to hang as hangers, to be honest with you. I would hang it on the wall, and it is rusty, crusty, dusty inside, but it opens like that. I thought it would be neat to put like contact paper or something in here, something like that, and even leave it hanging like this and put trinkets, make it a trinket shelf somehow. I don't know. I've seen people do things like that with these things, but anyway, I thought it was really neat. It's really loud, and along with that, you'll be getting a first aid book. This, unfortunately, the lines on this is from when I stored it a long time ago. It was up against something red, and the red came off onto the book. So you get both. Definitely crafting. I'm a sucker for tins, no matter how beaten up they are for some reason. Um, and this first aid, it's a first aid textbook, and it was at one time owned by Diana McElhaney, something like that. And I think she has notes in here. This is from 1950. The copyright's 1933, but this one is from 1953. Preface to the fourth edition, 1957. There are interesting things in here, like poisonous plants. I think it would be always just kind of neat to have a first aid book anyway. I mean, I know we're not in that day and age anymore. How to do a tourniquet. There are definitely pictures in this one. Types of burns. Like, there might be her handwriting in here somewhere. Yes, she did underline some things in her note taking. She was differentiating first, second, third degree burns. Interesting. Yes, she's got her things underlined. This was a textbook for someone. Universal antidote: milk of magnesia, toast, and tea, or baking soda, diluted baking soda. Interesting, huh? Again, lots of underlining at the beginning. Circling. What's this for? Oh, to put pressure on an artery. Showing you how to wash your hands. How's the lighting? Should I get the ring light out? Is it too dim in here? What do you guys think? All sorts of different pictures. You could use some of these. You could take this book and use it for Halloween. Again, this could almost take this stuff to a crafting sale. You could definitely make Halloween things out of these pictures if you wanted to. Or, I don't know. It's fine. Okay, thank you. Um, wow, look at the splint. Holy moly, he's just tied right in there, isn't he? Look at him. Look at that. This poor guy. Okay, so I'm going to move on. That's easy to sort of get out of the way. Moving on. We're going to start this one at 10. I didn't test it. Well, if you like it for looks, then, or you could actually probably replace the clog part, but I didn't test it. I don't have batteries. Gosh darn. There was things I needed to do before this sale that I didn't get done, and I apologize. I was always somebody who was ready, you know, for my sales, but anyway. Starting at 10. 6 on that other thing. This is mid-century clock. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have given myself an extra hour. Give me 1 second. The price tag is on the back. I'm so embarrassed right now. Oh, guys, bear with me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so this is a Seth Thomas clock. It's really cool. Things need to be tightened, obviously, because this is a little swingy. But if you want a clock, oh gosh. If you want a clock that just has a cool look to it that you're not necessarily using, just a mid-century clock, there's also that too. But it has one of those mechanisms in the back, so I do think it could be replaced. I may test this. If this doesn't sell, I may test this and bring it to another sale, and if it doesn't work, I'll just donate it, I guess. But this is Bathette Model Tri-Q by Seth Thomas, Division of General Time Corps, Connecticut. It has the fleur-de-lis on each of the hours that they marked. I love the mid-century clock face numbers. The gold, I've always liked this. It reminds me of the thermostat we had on the wall growing up. It's a lovely shade of blue. It's really quite standout. Come to think of it, if this doesn't sell, I might keep it. Because I don't have a wall clock. And it's really cool. Well, I do have one. But I don't know where I'm putting that one. But doesn't really fit with the rest of my decor. But anyway, $10 on that if anybody's interested in that. I'm going to move along. You know me, I don't like to hold items for too terribly long. I will do a recap at the end, of course, and people can always throw out prices at me as well. Let's put that where it's not going to fall down. Okay. Up next, we're going to start this one at 6. And it's a vintage game. Let's highlight the $6 again. If I can find it. There we go. Okay, so starting at 6. This is the game of Stadium Checkers. Exciting, intriguing, easy to play, fun for all ages. I've never played it. I didn't try to play it. I just wanted to rescue this when I saw it because it was probably going to go into a trash compactor next. So I had to rescue it. So it's a cool box to begin with. It's a little bit worse for wear, but not that bad. It is missing one flap on this side. And I don't know where that flap is. I don't know if I had that flap at one time or not. But let's open the box. Here's the marbles that are in there. Let's see. Let me count. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. So there's 5 of each. So that must be what the number is. I love the green marbles because they look like jadeite. Matter of fact, I would want this for the marbles alone, I think. And that's what I'll probably do. I'll probably keep the marbles if the game doesn't sell. And here's what it looks like. It's interesting. The instructions are on the inside, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it turns. The little sections turn. I have no idea how to play this game, but I can guarantee you it's a game nobody else has that you know. Maybe they do. Here's the bottom. There's like on a little platform. Let's see what it says. W.H. Shaper Manufacturing Company, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Never heard of this game until I saw it. Loved the box. Box, box looks like an old box. But it's in pretty sturdy shape compared to what I've seen. Games. I love old games. So let's see if we've got a year on this. Copyrighted 1952. So other Shaper games: Cootie, Dunce, Skunk, Shake, Squares, Pickin', Tittle-Tack-Toe. Tittle-Tack-Toe. Has anybody ever heard of Tittle-Tack-Toe? Mill and Tumblebug. I remember Cootie. I don't remember Tittle-Tack. It's like Tiddlywinks and Tic-Tac-Toe. I bet that's what it is. Am I still live? Am I still here? Yes, I am. Okay. Coyote could hypnotize a road runner with that. Yeah, absolutely. So, what did I say? 6 for that? Yeah, 6. Again, I'm going to pencil that in because I don't have a sticker, and I can just erase it. There we go. So, oh, good. Thank you. I was like, did the chat freeze, or am I just boring? All right, so I'm going to keep it moving. And even if I sell nothing today, doesn't even matter to me. I'm glad I'm live. I'm glad I'm hanging out with you guys. Good. Yeah, I remember Cootie too. I actually sold that on eBay a while back. I had thrifted that a while back, like 10, 12 years ago. It seems like it should have more pieces. I know. But looking at the picture, all you see is the marbles and the board. So, and that the instructions are, I should look at the instructions, but I see what you mean though. Yeah. It's tempting to like market these to eBay as like movie props or something, so it's like, like on some kid's shelf in the 1960s or something. Kim, All My Vintage, sold a dress, I believe, for a prop. It was really neat. Yes, there are instructions. Hold on one second. They're on the inside of the box. Yes, yep. Um, the outer stationary ring is equally divided into 4 sections that are separated by 4 small plastic markings. Each player chooses a set of 5 marbles, so that's good. They're placed in the outer ring. Each player has a separate outlet. Um, let's see. The players are only allowed to move at one at a time in regular succession. One of the players is chosen. I'm skimming over it. One of the players is chosen to make the first move. Move consists of first announcing the move to the other player's example. The player states, I am moving this marble to that pocket. Oh, Dawn's in at 6. Excuse me. It doesn't even seem like there's dice or anything. I don't think there are. Additional marbles may be obtained by writing manufacturer 25 cents per set, postpaid, no CODs. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and count it down for Dawn. I appreciate that, Dawn. Um, going once. Yes, yeah, there's a whole, I just skimmed over it really. It doesn't even have a list of like what should be in the box, which is kind of funny, but going twice. I just like the box. I don't know, and I really like the marbles. And I guess those things go down into the legs or something by the picture. The little legs store the marbles or something. I don't know. Last call. My nose itches, you guys. I'm sorry. And sold. I don't wear makeup unless I'm doing a live, and I think it makes me itchy. Sold to Dawn. And thank you for the heart taps, whoever just did that. Thank you. I think that actually does help the live. Um, because I think it's kind of like TikTok. It's an engagement. It tells YouTube if people are interested in what they're watching. Yay! Thank you, Deborah. Let me jot this down. Stadium checkers. CHK. We said 6, and that was Dawn for 6. Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see. I put my sold items. I'm going to put this one over here. Not a lot enough room up there, but I'll put it right next to me so that I know where everything, what sold and what didn't. I have picked up items before in the past because I would sit on my bed and do a live sale, and I'd just kind of get lost in the sale, especially if it was a multi-person sale. I miss doing those. And so, what was my point? Oh, this is easier. I have a better setup there. That was my point, because I'm not sitting on my bed. That was terrible. I didn't, have a chair back, and I was always just sitting on my bed. It's actually a workout when you sit there for a long time. I'm going to start this one at 6 too. It's another vintage game, but I don't think there's anything but the Triple E mat that's in here. But I think the Triple E mat itself is neat again, and so is this box. Get a close up. I love vintage games. I found this at the same time as I found the other game. I just couldn't not rescue them. And I was probably going to have a booth at the time, and was thinking of inventory. And Dawn's in at 6. Thank you so much. Let's open up the box. Yeah, it's literally just the mat, but there are directions here, again, on the inside of the box. And we have a year of 1957 again. Now, this doesn't mean what we... I'm not advertising. It does smell a little like older, this material, vinyl or whatever, but it's not like rancid. It doesn't smell like mildew or anything like that. Let me open up the mat. It's really cool. I really like this. I don't know. It's really clean too. Whoops. Isn't that cool? I love this stuff. The measurements on this. I was going to try to guess, but I'm not going to be able to do it right. My handy dandy patriotic long ruler yardstick thing. This is 27 inches by 27 inches. I can tell it's the other side is 27 inches. So anyway, I'm going to go fold this up and I'm going to go ahead and count it down. But there's a look at it. Even hanging on the wall. How cool would that be as a wall hanging in a man cave? I think it's neat. And I thought, if I think it's neat, somebody else is going to think it's neat. Whoa, so. Just folding it up real quick, and then I will count it down. I want to keep it on the folds that it was on. Make sure I do that. Yeah, there we go. We're back to that. All right, so throw that in there. Going once. Going twice. Last call. And sold. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the games. I think they're really neat. Tripoli. Okay. I just need to check a message really quick. Okay. Get rid of that message. Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks for the horns. Party horns. I'm just drinking my iced tea cube. I'm going to show something else, but I'm going to throw this question out there. Is anybody a collector of Simpsons stuff? That's the question. I'm not going to show the Simpsons stuff yet, but I just want to ask that because if nobody is, I just probably won't bother bringing it out. Let's move on. My chair is stuck. I have a couple thermoses. So I'm going to start these at, these are strictly decorative thermoses. I am going to start these at 12. Nope. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. Starting at 12. I think I'm better off maybe taking that to Marketplace because it's like a, you know what I mean? But I have I used to love The Simpsons, so I have a stack of things that are Simpsons related. Okay, starting at 12, it is a thermos. Again, definitely for decorative purposes. We're going to put a price on this, so don't forget. I'm just going to put it right there. You like watching The Simpsons? Yeah, me too. I mean, they were popular right when I was a kid. I haven't watched them in years, though. But so anyway, you can see it's got, you know, some not perfect parts to it. But this is gray and gold with a red cap. And I'm one of the people who always thought thermoses were neat before they ever got trendy. Catherine Young bought a Christmas one for me that I almost didn't want to sell because it was so cool. But I'm just, realistically, I was like, I am not going to put this anywhere. I'm not going to use it. But anyway, they're really neat. And I just think that's kind of really a classy looking thermos, to be honest, with the gray and the gold. There is the red cup on the top in good condition. It's always the smell. It's always the smell. This one might be actually usable. Yeah, I do think this one. No, it's not. It does have. So this is definitely strictly for decorative purposes. There's a hole right there, and you can hear rattling. That's it. That's the inside. It's actually pretty clean, pretty shiny in there. You know, it's not. The cap isn't stuck on. I believe the cap is stuck on the other one. That back together. So you could do anything with these, but I thought it was another thing, they were very trendy for a while and was something I could not just leave there. So anyway, I'm going to move along to the next thermos, just because we're doing thermoses right now. Oh, look, it even says bottle number on the bottom there. That's cool. I mean, they came out with so many different styles. This is the other one. This one is crazy. This is just, it's man cave, and it's huge. And I don't think it's Thermos by Thermos. No, it's by Universal. Look at this. Look at I'm not trying to get myself taken off YouTube. Look at this. Giant lipstick. I mean, it is just giant. Universal vacuum bottle. I was going to do, I was actually going to advertise this sale with this thermos, and I was going to be like playing Whip It by Devo. Remember their hats? And I was just going to be like having Whip It playing in the background and just like this thing dancing around. I never did do that, but that was an idea I had. So anyway, it's huge. It's like, gosh, 14 inches tall. It is a big thermos. I don't even know if the cap will come off of this one. I can't get the cap off. Yeah. Wouldn't that have been, I still may do it because I like that idea. I just think it's funny. Yeah, you can't even take the cap off this one. Again, so it's just for decorative. You can even, some people used to use these in like the 4th of July displays and everything too, just because of the colors. And they're trying not to be too like dollar store decorative for 4th of July. They're just trying to use the colors and Americana kind of things. So yeah, but it definitely looks like, can you just picture the beginning of Whip It, this coming up the screen? I think it's funny. It's a rocket for sure. So I'm gonna move. I don't know. I have fun with these things, and if I had a booth, I would just take these right over to the booth. But I don't. Booths are so expensive for the little. They're all the antique shops are closing. It seems like for as expensive as the booths are, it's not worth it. I never made money on my booth. I made money, but I mean technically, but it was all to them for renting the booth. So paid for the experience. I will learn my lesson. I have another text. Okay. 1 second while I answer my text. Sorry about that. It's been a very busy day today. All right. Hi, Deborah. Oh, wait, it's saying hi, Kathy, at the bottom of the screen. Oh, sorry, Deborah. I scrolled up on my phone screen and it looked like you said hello to me again. It was a while back. So anyway, moving on. Let's see. I have a set of drinking glasses. I think I might not bother with the Simpsons stuff. Oh, okay. I'm going to reply to this text. Okay. Okay. It is the heat. Thank you. Thank you. And I know next week will be something much more, I think, interesting, much more sort of up my alley, whatever. But let's start this at 12:2. This is by Libby Glass, and it's 4 double old-fashioned glasses, and it's baseball. And it still has the original box that it came in. Let's see, Libby Glass, made in USA, 1989. I didn't even take them out of this. Actually, I probably took them out. I took them out to clean them, and then I put them back in there. But yeah, I definitely want to blame the heat. I can't get my thoughts together today at all, like at all. And I've been getting a lot of texts from different people today, so it's been a lot. My mind's been. You collect barware? Oh, good to know. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Because I do sometimes come across. I like barware a lot. I think it's really cool. I don't drink, but I like barware. I also like Tobacciana, and I don't smoke. So, anyway, 12 on that one if anybody is interested. I'm going to put 12 over by this thermoses. And again, at the end of the sale, I can drop prices as well. People can throw numbers at me or remind me of something, and I can show it again. I'm going to move along because this is quite heavy, actually. for the number of glasses. And thankfully, when I was going through my packing supplies, I have um, like cup holder foam. So whenever I do end up selling cups, I am gonna have a good foam thing to stick them in. Okay, okay. Don't be falling out of my hands, please. Thank you very much. Um, there's not enough room to put this anywhere, so I'm gonna put it over here. Okay. Yeah, I love barware. So moving on, what are we gonna do? It seemed like I had a lot of things, but I guess I really didn't. Here is a Fifth Avenue, and we're gonna start this at 8. Kitchen set. I don't drink either anymore, but I have my parents' bar cart from the early 60s, which I love. Oh, I think bar carts are neat. I love those. I love seeing a bar cart all set up. And who says you have to drink alcohol out of those glasses anyway, right? Who says? So, yeah, I think I love kitchen stuff. I love barware. I love all of that. Again, so this is Fifth Avenue. The box is a little bit worse for wear. But let's open it up. It has several little like pieces in here. Like it doesn't say anywhere on the box that this is what this is. Well, I guess it does. Stainless steel carving knife, Sheffield. Made in Sheffield, England. But it also says Fifth Avenue on the box, so I'm not sure. Also a lifetime guarantee. Here we go. So we've got a fork, a knife, and a sharpener. Oh! That would not be the first time something dropped in one of my lives. I'm going to take these out so you can have a good look at them. I probably should pull my shade up a little bit more to get some more light on this, but they're just kind of fancy looking. This needs to be sharpened. It's not sharp. Saks Fifth Avenue store? I don't think so. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, because I've also seen luggages. I had luggage that said Fifth Avenue. I don't know. Does anybody recognize? Looks like WF or something inside there. I'm not really sure. But definitely needs to be sharpened. So no worries about that when you first open it. Very reflective. The plastic is light, and then we have this gold toned base here. So there's that for your kitchen. Luckily we have the sharpener, right? Here's the fork, the serving set. And let me know if you want to see anything else more more slowly than what I'm showing them to you. Because I'm sort of just whipping through. That one doesn't like to go back without a little bit of a fight. And there's the sharpener. It's actually pointy on the top there. So it's a 3-piece set. Comes in the original box. It's a little bit of I don't know, patina. We'll call it patina right there. All right, so I'm going to put this back, except this fork is fighting me. No, I just don't think it was supposed to go in that way originally, so I'm not doing that. It doesn't want to go in at all. What's happening? Because I'm doing it backwards, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. All right, there. There's the whole set again. They did have nice presentation, didn't they? Right, so we're going to move on. Alrighty. When I do the recap, I'm probably going to forget how much I said for things, just a heads up. Because I didn't sticker everything and not being very good at doing that right now either. But that's okay. We're having a balancing act over here now. Okay, moving on. Yeah, it does look new, doesn't it? It seems like it's barely used, if at all. Here's a novelty. It's going to start this at 5. If anybody's interested. A novelty. Silly thing, silly man cave thing. I don't usually start anything lower than 5 because at that point I'm losing money. So this is probably going to be my lowest price for this. But early American, unless it's bundled. Early American lighter. It's a joke. Kind of like the canned air I sold last week, which was really funny. And it's just literally a rock. And this is the ashtray, this little cast iron bucket. And just now I'm looking at it and I'm realizing, is it missing a leg? I guess not. I guess not. But anyway, that would be your ashtray. That would be your lighter. That's it. That's not even flint, I don't think. It's on this cutting board looking thing. It's silly. I was thinking about giving this to friends of mine who own yurts. And, oh yeah, for matches maybe. Yeah, because this won't work. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Um, they have yurts. It's friends. They're more acquaintance friends, but they are. I mean, I'm going to see them in a month or so for a reunion. So anyway, it's the gentleman from Maine who won Survivor. They have forest yurts, and sometimes they like to have silly things like this in their yurts. So Camille and Stephanie both said for matches, maybe, maybe that makes more sense. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm gonna keep it moving. There's certain things in this set of things that I know I'm immediately gonna probably donate. So make sure you email me if you see anything today. There's a handful of things that are just probably gonna go, and then I'm gonna probably hang on to a couple of things and try to sell them on Marketplace. So you have a little time. Moving on. I'm just gonna leave $8 up there. Oh no, $8 isn't up there right now. Start at 8. Start at 8. Oh, I didn't. I just saw myself on the screen. I didn't realize I showed my butt. Okay. Anyway, this is so 80s, and it so much reminds me of my brother. And as a matter of fact, I don't think he would want it, but if it doesn't sell, I will offer it to him. I don't think he's gonna want it though. It's a little bit banged up, but do you guys remember these shellacked on wood wall plaques? Is the only thing you could really call it. I think this is actually pretty darn cool. My brother always really liked tigers. I remember growing up. It says quality pine products, Pete and Barb White, the Pine People, wall accessories, plaques, custom made furniture. Brookline, New Hampshire. Call noon to midnight. Perfect over a waterbed. Exactly. That's exactly where it would go. Oh my gosh. With like sconces on either side. I think it's fun. I'm trying to show that it's not perfect. You know, like there's some dings in the shellac, but this was another rescue, you guys. That I was like, this cannot go in a trash compactor. You know what I should do is take all the things that didn't sell in the man cave sale, and then put them on Marketplace and just be like, man cave lot must take all. Or yeah, I think that's the best way to do it actually. So anyway, yeah, isn't it fun? It just so reminds me of the 80s and everything about it, even the way it was like carved. So, all right, I'm gonna move on. I have nowhere to put this though. No, I'll put it under my clipboard. That's what I'll do. All right, moving on. I have some eclectic things today, I'm realizing. This is really, compared to last week, this is an eclectic mix of stuff. This is a puppet. and it's super creepy. And I do have the strings all do work out. It's just it's just that I you have you have to keep him hung up somewhere, otherwise he's gonna keep getting tangled up. But he is super creepy. I'm gonna start him at 12. He's so different and weird, and I don't know when he was made. Um, 12. There we go. But anyway, he's got a mustache. He has one of these does control his eyes. His eyes do move. One of these strings does control that. That might be something that needs to be rewired, but you can, or restrung, but you can see it into the back of his head there. This is super hard to show, and I'd be making him dance around if I was able to, but anyway, he's more a marionette. He's not a puppet, he's a marionette. Um, I don't know how old this is. No idea. Super creepy and weird. Could take it to a Halloween sale probably if I wanted to. But yes, he is wood. Yep. He's got these feet. Let me see if I can pick up his little. Can I pick up your skirt? There we go. And Camille's in for 12. Thank you so much, Camille. He just needs a little bit of tender love and care. He'll be good as new, and he'll be able to dance around again. I do believe all the strings are there. Might need a little bit of help, but I'm going to go ahead and count him down. He's been with me for a while, and it's actually maybe the first time he's made it to a sale. Maybe? I can't remember. I don't think I've ever brought him to a sale. Going once? I might have once, but going twice. And last call. And sold. I like his clothing. I probably do need a little bit of different lighting because there's a shadow going on there, but thank you, Camille. Thanks, Deborah, for the party horns. Let me jot him down really fast here. 12. Camille. Marionette. Marionette. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. High five. High five. Okay. I like him. I think you can actually, there's actually fingernails on him too. He's really neat. Okay. Moving on. Um, I have a set of ties, and I guess I'll just do $5 choice and show them all for you. Start 5 choice. Okay. So I have these different ties. They're all novelty ties. This one is by Aylin, and it's backwards. The wording is backwards, but it says, "Hello, handsome." I can get a link on these if you want, but I thought it was pretty cool, pretty funny. A novelty ties. I am a sucker for novelty ties. So there's that one. This one has, sorry, this one's by Dem Crazy Enterprises, and this one has, it's like a wine, grapes and wine. This one's a little bit like polyester feeling. It might not be though. Let me check really quick. Usually it says, yes, polyester, 100% polyester. Yeah, I had a feeling. It did feel like polyester to me. So that one's polyester. That one's fun. If you know a guy who likes novelty ties. Novelty ties used to be my bread and butter on eBay. I just sold them, and mugs. Mugs and ties. Isn't that strange? Both so easy to ship too. So there's that one. I like this one the best. This is by Huntington, and this one has poppies on it. I think it's really cool. And I think there's a day of the year that you wear poppies. I forgot what it signifies, and I feel terrible, but anyway. That one is probably, let's see what this one's made out of. It's made in the USA. Imported fabric. It is 100% silk. This one's a silk tie. I used to dye Easter eggs with silk ties. Did anybody ever see that craft you could do? And it would come out really cool. You'd have to boil the ties around the eggs. It was a process, but I did it years ago. So there's the poppies. This one is definitely polyester. It's just got a bunch of tools on it. And I'm kind of going through them quickly because there's quite a few in here. And then there's a set that go together, and obviously, to me, this was by a certain designer. I haven't been able to, I actually tried to research it. Could not come up with who made these. I mean, I came up with I had the tie name, the tie maker's name, of course, but like the design seems like very specific. This is California State Flowers of Poppy. Oh, nice, nice. Maine state flower is the pine cone. The only state to have their state flower not be a flower. Pine cone. So, these are by, who are they by? I feel like it begins with an A. Yes, Allyn, Allyn. Stamford, Connecticut. Creative Expressions. I don't know, it just seems like a designer. All silk imported from Italy. So this one is a dude carrying a big firecracker or dynamite stick or something. I think it's meant to be worn on the 4th of July. Just different, weird and different. This one, it's all with dudes. This one is a guy walking with or carrying a turkey. So that one's for Thanksgiving. And I think these are all silk. I mean, it's the same maker. So, yeah, this one actually says, Happy Thanksgiving. Probably needs to be sewn back on there. Yes, it does. And then we have Halloween. I think this is neat. I don't know why. I guess if I were a guy, I'd wear these if I wore ties, which I probably wouldn't. And then there's a tax day one. These are just novelty, humorous ties. IRS. So, that's all the ties. I'm going to set them aside. Anybody, again, I always, right now, I'm taking offers on things. I just want things to move along. I'm just throwing a price out there that seems okay. But I can definitely fluctuate on my prices. Nothing is really, sometimes they're firm, but things like this, it's not firm. Okay, so moving on. I have no room left. Oh, okay. Pardon me. All right, moving on. What do we have left here? Oh, there's one thing, I actually don't know where it is, and I could have sworn it was with the man cave stuff, and I can't find it anywhere. But I guess it doesn't matter. Moving on. We have this silly mug. We're going to keep $5 up there. It's not for choice, it's just the mug. This is Fine Spirits, Ireland, Shanky, and Shireman. And it does have a couple chips on the top, but it is, I don't even know how much of a mug it is because there's not a handle, but it says Shanky's Whip, Smooth Black and Irish, and it's this big ostrich looking thing that this guy is, I don't know. Is Shanky the, I don't know what it is, if it's a drink or whatever, but there are a couple of nicks on the top there. Right there. And right there. And I think that's it. The two marks right there. I think that's it. Anyway, funny little mug, unique mug if you're Irish. That's why I have it, actually. I I kept seeing it at the thrift store, and one day I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get this because it's hilarious. And I'm Irish, so $5 on that if anybody's interested. I'm gonna move on. Let's do, boy. Um, let's do $6 start on this one. Oh no, I just went all the way out of my chat by accident. I don't know how I did that. Okay. You can click the wrong buttons. We're gonna start at 6. I just lost the chat entirely for a second there. Because there's all these settings on the side that you can accidentally click. Start. There's 2 R's. This is one of those metal sculptural thingies that you see. It's not Curtis Jarre. It is by, it says 19, no it doesn't, yes it does. 1975 Enesco imports. So it's Enesco 1975. And it's this ramshackle, that sticker needs to come off, but this is ramshackle golfing bag thing. And it does stand up. It does stand up. And it has all the little flags in there in the top, I guess. Should be golf clubs though, so I don't know. I guess those were golf clubs. That's just the way they did it back then. And there is the maker's mark right there. It's kind of hidden back there. But it's got this oil spill. You remember these? They had just so many of these different things. They had wall hangings. They had tabletop things like this. Just conversation pieces. If you know anybody who's into golf, it looked like, it wasn't that. It's kind of like brutalist the way it's made. It's kind of funny. But there's that. Just a metal golf caddy thing. Is it considered a caddy? I think it is. Maybe these are those socks that people put on top of their golf, or hats or whatever, that people put on top of their golf clubs. But and this is around 9 inches in height, if anybody's interested in that. So I'm gonna keep moving. Keep it moving. Don't fall over. Thank you very much. I don't have a lot left. Um, I can show the Simpsons stuff, but if nobody's popping up saying I'm interested in Simpsons, I'm just not gonna pull it out. But I also do have a Bob's Burgers, like comic book kind of thing. Definitely, Aunt Marley's had a huge copper wall art piece. Yes, they did make those. Yeah, perfect man cave items. Yes, thank you, thank you. And just really quick, just showing you the kind of the Simpsons stuff I have. This is from the probably early '90s. I also have the Simpsons Christmas book. But I also have like figurines and stuff, so I think I'm not gonna pull those out for this sale. Um, I forgot what these are. I don't know if I should just look these up. They look like tiddlywinks. It's a bag. You can use them for crafting. Let's do $5, I guess. I don't know. Start at 5. Takes a minute to come up on the screen for me. There we go. I should just do an image search really quick. Can I do that? Can I do an image search really quick? I'm going to do that before I embarrass myself. Which an image search probably isn't going to really get it right either. No, it's not, because I'm... There we go. Okay, so this is a... No, that's not what it is. They think they're reflective and they're not. Well, anyway, it looks like tiddlywinks. It probably goes to something else. It's a whole bag. There's mostly red, but there's like 1 or 2 blue ones in there. I feel like they're for some kind of something. Could be game pieces for all I have no idea. I don't know where the blue one is. There's a couple pieces. There's like one in there that doesn't look like any of the rest of them. Oh, there's a green one. It's for the whole bag. Oh, this is the blue one I was thinking of. It's entirely different. This one has a ring around it. Oops. And it's not crisscross. It's green, actually. So, just a bag of mystery piddly-winky things. They actually were inside the first aid kit box. And I took them out of there. Because I don't think anybody who wants one really wants the other. So, alright, I'm going to move on. I don't have a lot left, actually. I have men's jewelry. I don't know if anybody's looking for men's jewelry. But I have some in this case here. The case eventually will be for sale too. It's very, you know, beaten up looking, but let me see if I can get this open. So I have a couple of jewelry boxes, first of all, but they also have, this one happens to have a mishmash of cufflinks. I'm just putting them back in there. Cufflinks that don't have a match. Or there is a matched pair in here, but not entirely, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to put them all down. This one needs to be repaired. One of these. I don't even see the one that needs to be repaired, but this is in there too. It's like this guy with a... It's not a typical cameo. It's one of these. This guy. You have several train cases left. Yeah, aren't they neat? I love them. So, I think I'm just would sell this whole thing together with the miscellaneous, I keep want to call them earrings, cufflinks. Boy, what do I want to sell this for? I love this because there's a ship's wheel on the front there. I'm going to have to start at 12, I guess 12, including the cufflinks. Okay. And it is very soft. There was something that went up here at one time. I think this holds tie clips, and this would have held, I'm not sure, more tie clips, maybe? Very, very soft, very velvety red case. So if you're just even interested in the case itself, not the cufflinks, I can take the cufflinks out. Here's a close-up. Sorry, I'm not even showing you the cufflinks. There might be some by Swank or Swanky or whatever it was called. This single red one. There we go. There's a couple of, get back in there. A couple of mother of pearl ones, but this seems to be missing the other side to it, so I don't know. It's also be fun to put in like a mystery jar kind of thing. This one's a little different. It's hard to get a focus on these right now. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm going to keep moving. The other one needs to be cleaned. Has all this insignia on the top. I used this for a jewelry box for my brooches for a very long time. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks for the reminder. Yes, thank you. This one, oh gosh. So I labeled everything in here. Wow, okay. Swank, Anson. Well, hold on, give me a second, you guys. It's been a while since I looked at this. So this has different cufflinks and tie tacks. I don't think I can sell it all together because there's a lot in there, but if anybody is interested in tie tacks or cufflinks, I'm just going to move this out of the way. There we go. There's a whole array. Something got in here, but not a, There's black stuff in here that I don't know what it is. That's very strange. Well, anyway, the cufflinks, I guess, will be starting at 5 each for choice. If anybody's interested in that, let me write that down. Start at 5. Choice. Cuff links. Cuff links. Cuff links. Whoa. Okay. I'm trying to watch myself. I was watching for myself on my phone. See me almost drop this whole thing on the floor. There are cuff links in here, such as, and they do have matches. This is by Anson, and this is reverse carved. I did look up all of these at one point, and I made myself little notes, but this one is Anson. It's a horse head, reverse carved. There are 2. And the maker's mark is in there for that one. Don't have to use these as cuff links. Could make them anything else you wanted to. That's an example of one. I'm not going to go through all of them if nobody's interested in cuff links, but if you are, just let me know. And I'll keep, or if you want to ask about a specific type of cuff link, I might have it. I like the swank ones. Swank 10-cent chrome. Isn't that cool? Jeez, I almost keep dropping like everything. Come back. Come back. Come back. Do people wear cufflinks anymore? I don't know. I'm going to look up a way to repurpose cufflinks. There's some other horse heads. This is Hickok, USA. I can't believe I took notes. I'm so proud of myself. And that's a free horse head. It's not reverse carved, it's just free horse head. Can you show the whole box? Yes, I sure can. Yep. Put that back. Get in there. Holy moly. I haven't even shown the tie tacks, but they're back here. It does need to be cleaned out. Something, it's like ash or something. It's not insect at all. It's like ash from a fireplace, which would make sense actually. So I'm gonna have to clean that out. But I used to keep my brooches in here, and it does the whole collapse and close thing. There are a ton of different, not a ton, but as you can see, I have marked what kind of cufflinks they are, where they're from. I have some bigger ones in there. But this is just very 70s. Very bold. That is by, I can't see what it's by. There's a pin. Oh no, it's a tie tack. It must have just fallen down. Yeah, tie tack, I think is what they're called. But I guess I put it in there because it couldn't hang over the edge like the rest of these. That one has abalone in it. That one has either real or faux fire opal in there, and I'm gonna guess faux. But you never know. This one is patriotic. Got a little bit of patina on it. Doesn't want to go back on there. Get on there. This one has a dove. They're all very interesting. seagull or something, some kind of bird. I do not think any of these are sterling, but they might be. Like the one with the abalone might be. This one was another one with a horse, and this could be Bakelite, because I know they made the men's jewelry with Bakelite as well. It's pretty light though, so it might not be. It's again hard to say. And I can keep going if anybody's interested, but I'll move along if no one is. But there's little bits and pieces in there that, like, this is very cool, very mid-century. You could put a little gemstone in the middle of there, I think, if you wanted to. Blue one in there. These are blue actually, really pretty shade of blue. What else do we have going on that I haven't shown yet? Brushed faux gold. I think that's pretty well it. I think shown most of them. Oh, of course, Camille, no problem. There's something else in here. This is a tie pin, but there's no like closure to it, and it's a coach, stagecoach. These have been sort of curated over the course of years. I've come across the tie stuff, and I've just kept collecting it. So that's why the collection is there. It's oh, thank you. Let me pop that back open. Thank you. Okay, it's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate that. And let me know if there's anything else. I'm sorry I'm not showing it that well, you guys. It's better to have a camera down angle for this sort of thing, and I didn't really think ahead far enough. I just thought I need to sell my things. So, anyway, we're gonna count this down for Dawn. I think that's pretty neat. It could be sterling. I don't see it marked as sterling, but it could be sterling. Very small. Really cool though. So going once. That shade is working against me. Noisy. Oh, that doesn't look good either. Oh well. Going twice. Maybe I should take it back down instead. Sorry about the noise. There. Go. And last call. That's much better. And sold. Thank you so much. Let's see. Coach. Pin. Time. What did I say? 5? Yeah, 5. Awesome. Thank you. It goes over there. I am selling this. Oh, hold on 1 second. I dropped one of the things out of it. It is very beaten up. Very, very, very beaten up. Very worse for wear. But it does open. Again, worse for wear on the inside. So let's just leave this at $5, I think. Thank you, Deborah, for the horns. Appreciate it. Because it had something here at one point. I don't know what. But I really had only been using it to hold on to those 2 jewelry boxes, just have them sort of tucked away on my shelf. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know. But I'm going to move along really quickly here because we're pretty much at the end of everything. If anybody wants me to do a recap, I can. Actually, I will. I'll just go through it quickly. And again, I do have Simpsons stuff. Like I have a Chia Pet Homer that I don't know if it works anymore. And I have TV guides that had Christmas ornaments on them. I have rubber like figurines. I have the books. I think that's pretty much it. A Christmas ornament. I think that's it. So, I am going to go ahead and I guess do the recap. I may not remember what I said for the price on some of these things, though. So let's do the recap. Oh, you know what? There's things that didn't sell last week. Do you guys want to see the things that didn't sell last week by any chance? Would you take 8 for the Libby? Yes, I will. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, let me write you down right now. 8. Dawn. Baseball. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yay. All right. That's perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, my phone just tried to fall down. Is there a full moon tonight? Everything is just wackadoodle today for me. I swear. Yes, on the recap. Are the things that didn't sell last week. Yes, okay. Let me grab that. Oh, I have it in this cool, this box will eventually be sold too, but right now it's all in this cool old military box. So last week, let's see, kind of gonna go through these quickly, but I think I had 50, yes, 15 for this, oh, let's remove that. 15, I don't know if it works, it's an old Bell & Howell camera. It does kind of crank, the side cranks, and it makes a sound. But I don't know if it works. It's essentially for looks, like I said, man cave. But it has all this cool stuff on it. Quite heavy, would make a great bookend. This could, again, potentially be Bakelite. This would be fun to use as a prop. This does open up. I showed it last week. It's nice and clean in there. 2 reels, 15 on that, if anybody's interested in that. I love the industrial looking stuff. This is heavy. It's pretty cool though. We have, oh good, I left prices on everything. Yes, thank you, past me. This is $8. I do believe it's a seller's sample for a pot-bellied stove. It is cast iron. It is missing the top little plate there, but it'd be kind of cool to hold matches in or flowers or anything in there. I do have 8 on that. And I do believe it's a seller's sample. I don't have a maker on it anywhere. I don't see a maker. But I think also it looked great in a dollhouse. It's on the bigger side, but really cool in a dollhouse. So that was also be a doorstop or a bookend, by the way. Just by the way it's shaped. That was $8. We have this is also $8, the Calumet baking soda, stove 8 for Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Should I do, nah, I was gonna do a countdown. Let's just, unless anybody else comes in, I'm just gonna put it down for Dawn. Thank you so much, Dawn. Stove. I think it's neat, and it's a substantial little fella. Stay over there. Stay over there. Okay. What was I going for next? Oh, Calumet. This is also at $8. Double acting baking powder. It's a little bit dented. You can kind of see right there, like around the C. I think the logo is beautiful. I don't see it as maybe other people might see it, look at it. I just think it's a really nice can. Very vintage kitchen. You can put anything in there. It does open up. There's a number on the bottom. Let's see. General Foods Corp. New York, New York. Made of, oh, the baking powder was made of cornstarch, baking soda, sodium, aluminum sulfate, and calcium acid phosphate. Cool stove, yeah, isn't it? Let's see if I can open this. Oh, this might be the one I can't get open. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. The inside is a little, it's a little how it is. But you can tell also by the directions that this is an older, just by the font. This is an older one. I love vintage tin of any kind. So that's that. You could also make this a bank if you really wanted to. Put a little slot on the top there. But stands out on your vintage shelf. So there's that. We funny we I think I put it at 5 last week. It's a Pringles can from 1987. I I know, but it's from 1987. So like it's the older logo, older stuff. I don't know. Movie props, right? I really should market these as movie props, but so there's the funny Pringles can from last week for $5. Of course, it does open. There were crayons in this, actually. I took the crayons out. Doesn't look like there were crayons in there, though. This is by Atco, and this is like a weather conditions barometer, I guess. It's $15. And we have stormy, rain, change, fair, and very dry. I couldn't figure out the word dry last week. Here's the maker, Atco. I think it's cool because it's a ship's wheel. Again, it looks really cool in a study. Um, let's see, change and very dry. Yes, I would say that that's what the weather is right now. Yes, everything out there is dried right up. So there's that. I can get a measurement and whatnot if anybody's interested in that. That's 15. Excuse me. That's 15 for that one. This is very nicely made. This is glass here. Really cool to look at. What else do I have? Oh, what did I have a price on for this? This is going to be it. This is the last hurrah for these. This is $8 for all 3 pieces. I'm doing this so you can see both sides of what these look like. It's a little condiment dealy. They don't have their lids, unfortunately, but I just thought it would be super cute anyway on a man cave shelf. If they have like a little bar kitchen area, you could put something else in here. I don't know what, but I absolutely love the design on this. And this is by Enesco, which is kind of funny. Little burgers on the grill there. I love this design so much. I've seen aprons and things with this pattern. Here's the tray, which also has its own little charm. Look at this. Look at the pepper shaker. And there's the Enesco sticker right there. That back. And we have for $10. I'm gonna call it mystery because it's just they are pictures of like the beach, some water pictures that are showing boats. There's a couple with people in them. Vintage, the vintage nylon weaved lawn chairs. Just really neat old slides. These are 10, and they are mystery slides. If you've got a slide carousel, which I actually think would be kind of neat. I kind of want to thrift a slide carousel, but that is so far into the future for me. But I would love to thrift a slide carousel and have it and then just find these. I don't know. I just think they're a lot of fun. But I'm keeping them right in the bag as I have them just to keep them protected and from not falling out. And they're even numbered. The case is even numbered. That's pretty cool. I have this lot of ephemera, and they're just unrelated mixed ephemera lots. I do have 12, but I'll put it down to 8. It does not need to be 12. Put it down to 8. I don't know why I even have 12 on there. But it's a stack of genuine photography from Valley Forge, PA. And there's a stack of different pictures in there. You could even send it in the mail just the way it is. Just like that Florida can from last week. We also have the New York Thruway. Little guide, I guess, a little guidebook. It talks about it. Oh, what does that say? One of the many cutouts dug to reduce grades along the 500 miles of the world's longest toll road. Well, I'll be darned, because I have driven on the New York Thruway quite a few times. I didn't know it was the world's longest at that time. Anyway, there's pictures and information on that inside here. Very 60s, 70s. Pretty cool. All these are included in this lot. There's a Hoover, I guess president maybe. Might have been for a pen at one time. Or the vacuum cleaner, I don't know. But it's cool. So almost looks like the Pepsi symbol. We have this, I think it's a postcard. Yeah, this postcard, Don Wilcox, I think is his name. He's a sailor. Very faded. He's just sitting on his boat. I love the old black and white photography. This one is of a lovely young lady posing under a tree. These are things that I had to rescue. This person was somebody at one time. You know what I mean? This was somebody loved and wanted to take pictures of, and it looked like she was having a good day. Hot day. It might have been hot that day. She might have been posing. I don't know. I like her. So she's in there. And then finally, this one's on the creepier side. It looks like a family picture, probably from the, most definitely from the early 1900s, if not the 1800s. This is very stiff, like a postcard, but it doesn't say it's a postcard on the back. It's very faded. Some of these things may move into my Halloween inventory, I'm not sure, but. So that's the whole ephemera lot there. That was 8. That was from last week's sale. That's everything. Yes, it is. And thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate everybody hanging out, regardless of whether anything sells. I just like hanging out with you guys. I like going live. Yeah, so that's last week. And then let's recap really quick on things. I probably won't have prices, but that's okay. The ties were $5 choice. Look at that. This was a jewelry bag at one time, I think. Okay. Oh, I didn't say the price, did I? $8. I think I said, yeah, 8. Oh, a bunch of stickers on there for some reason. $8 on that. If you're interested. I actually had it started at 12 last week, so I'm really not sure why I had it on that much, but 8 for Deborah. Thank you so much, Deborah. I'm going to go ahead and count it down. I think the pictures are really neat. But the other stuff is neat too. Once, twice. Let's go. And sold. Sold. Thank you, Deborah. Let me write you down. Appreciate that. FM or lot 8 for Deborah. Awesome. Thank you so much. Move that over to the sold side of the room. Thank you. Again, so the ties were $5 choice. If anybody just give me a shout. I will stop. I'm whipping through things, but I will stop and go back. We had I've already forgot the price. I think I said 8. Everything's always 8, it seems like. So 8 on the metal golf caddy dealie. Anybody's interested in that. I think I had like 5 on Shanky's whip. Just a funny little mug. It does have a couple of chips on the top. Then we had $12 each for the thermoses. I still want to do a Devo video. I might have to do a Devo video. This thing is hilarious to me. But I think it's so cool for the 4th of July because it looks like a rocket. It's red and white. I think it's neat. And it's a universal vacuum bottle. I can't get the top off and it rattles. So it's definitely for decorative purposes only. I have to put this down somewhere where I'm not going to make a loud crash. And then we had the other thermos bottle with a gold and gray theme. You must, Devo. Yes, I must. Hi, Als. What is your first name again? I remember asking you when I was doing live sales like 3 years ago, and it's just that I mean I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. It's good to see you. I'm glad you came in. I'm so sorry that I forgot your first name. So here's another just decorative thermos. It's gold and gray with a red top. It does come off. It does open. It is clean, but there is a hole here on the bottom. So, oh, Lou, homeschool Lou. That's right. That's right. Thank you. I need to take notes. So there's that one. Also $12. This is the recap right now. We have. Did I put a price? Yes, I did. 10. I don't know if it works. Seth Thomas clock with the fleur-de-lis at each hour. Very mid-century face. Universal for 8. Yes. Let me hold on. Put that down. Pick that up. Ugh. Heavy sucker. It's a heavy sucker, so definitely. So going once. Going twice. Thank you so much, Camille. I appreciate it. And, oops, last call. I still might make a video with it first. That will just take me a minute though. I'll just do that. I won't even be advertising a live sale. I'm just gonna do like a little whip it dance with this. Sold to Camille. Thank you so much. Let me write down the 8 before I forget. Camille. Univ thermos. Put that there. That'll actually fit there. Now you do see the dent and stuff, right? You see, if you want to ever retract because you see a flaw or anything like that, just let me know. But it's not perfect. Oh, awesome. Me too, actually. I have to. I think that's the first thing I thought of when I first saw it. It's hilarious to me. Oh, what is on my mouth? What? What's going? What? What? Why is that happening? What is going on with my face? What? Did I touch something? Sorry, you guys. Why does it look like dark here all of a sudden? What's going on? It's like I suddenly have a mustache. What happened? I must have touched something. What on earth is happening? So, sorry about my mustache that I suddenly have. Has this been on my face the whole time? Anyway, I must have touched something. So 10. I don't know if it works. It does have a waggly hand there. Really pretty shade of royal blue. Fleur-de-lis at the hour points. It does need a battery or two in there. I have not tested it. It must be the lighting. Yeah, it must be. Very strange. Well, I did notice, like, probably from drinking my drink, the lipstick did this, but anyway, there's that. Oh, I think that's what it was, because it had that black ashy stuff and it just stuck to my upper lip because I'm a little bit warm. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay. I've had an eye patch before on my live sales. I had a case of the hiccups. I've been nauseous. Lots of different things have happened to me on my live sales, but not a mustache. Okay, so we have the funny little early American lighter for, I think 5, I said. 5 on that. Could put matches in there, or you could make a little tiny ashtray if you wanted to. I guess it wouldn't last very long. I think matches is more the idea. Like you could strike the match on the rock. That makes more sense. Yeah. Exactly. That does make sense that would be matches because you would use that as the striker. Duh. So $5 on that if anybody's interested. I know, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, $8 on the cutlery by, we don't know if it's Fifth Avenue, but there's the mark there. The knife does need to be sharpened. There's the fork, the knife, and the sharpener with the paperwork that goes with it. Pretty cool. That I don't think the handles are Bakelite. They don't feel the same kind of solid as Bakelite feels. But and again, this needs to be sharpened. But we have the sharpener right there. Sharpener has a little bit of tarnish going on with it. $8 on that. And the Libby glass is sold, so we can skip over that. I had $6 on the, give me a second, I'm losing things. $6 on the first aid kit. Again, a little rusty, crusty, dusty, worse for wear, but I thought it would be a fun little thing that you could do like a vignette in here and put like some sort of like contact paper or something and make this a cute little like thing that you hang on the wall or the shelf or the door. I don't know. Thought it was neat. It has a place for a strap to go through there on the back. Along with that, you'd be getting the first aid book. It has been used, underlined, has some wear and tear on the front. There's some underlining, but it does have some interesting, a lot of underlining, but it does have some interesting pictures in there. Some poisonous plants. Sort of what to do for CPR, an arm sling, all these different things. Kind of neat together. $8 for the pair. Did I say 8 or 6? Should be 8. $4 each. That's that. We have the $6 I think I put in there very lightly with pencil. Yeah, $6. Tom Corbett Space Cadet book. Stand by for Mars. $8 first aid. Okay, so going. Thank you so much, Lou. Lou. Going once. Going twice. Last call. I thrifted the perfect clear loose and sold. Clear loose site slide with slide out drawers for rock collection. Oh my gosh. Turned out to be for eggs in the fridge. That's a good idea though. I have rocks. I have a lot of rocks. And I've actually been digging on the back of this property. I've been digging up some rocks out of the ground because that's what I do for therapy. It's just digging. I love digging. I need a garden. Camille, it worked. Yeah, it worked out. Thank you so much. Let me write you down. 8. Owls. Let's see. Shop. I'm just going to Owl's shop. I'll know what I'm talking about. And that was for the first aid set. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, so the book. Take your black light out there at night. Oh my gosh, I never thought to do that. I never thought to do that. That's a good idea. And actually, when I'm done with, I have a little basket that has my rocks in it. And I can grab my black light right now and see. We can see what it does, just for the heck of it, if you guys want to. So there was the $6 Jim Corbett Space Cadet. There's not a lot of illustrations in here, but there's a few. And this was from. This is the best one though, right here. I love this. This is from. But do you need my information again? Only if it's changed. I still have it. If you've moved in the past I think it's been 3 years since I did a normal live sale, like a regular routine live sale. Otherwise, I have your information. But thank you very much, because not everybody thinks of that. I don't always think of that. Copyright 1952 for Stand By for Mars. Awesome. So there's that. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. We had the weird tiddlywink things. I think that's it. Yes. I think I said $5 for the weird tiddlywink. Kind of reflective looking, but they're not things that they were inside the first aid kit. I have no idea what these are. They might be cool for crafting. They might go into my crafting supplies sale tote. I might do that. So that is everything. Let me get some of this stuff off the desk away from me here really quick. I had an old like liquor bottle thing, and I don't know where that went. Excuse me. Standby for Mars, $5. Awesome. Yep, definitely. Let me take that. Get back here. Awesome. So going once, going twice. Let's call. Sold. Thank you so much, Camille. I appreciate it. Mars book, $5. Camille, $5. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, the pencil's rolling away from me. I'm gonna go get. Wait, let me make sure I have my black light. Wait, okay. We've got the black light. Just for fun, I'm gonna go get my rocks from outside. I dug all of these up. They might not look very interesting, but it is a cool book. I really like it. It's just stuff. It looks better in the sunlight, but this has a sheen to it. If you, there you go. It's better, way better looking in person. But this is something I dug up out of the ground recently. Agates are petrified wood glow, and petrified wood glow. Oh yes, I didn't know that. Petrified wood. I didn't know that. I've noticed like that has a glow to it. Like it's like old wood has a weird glow. But one of my favorite things that I dug up is this one right here. It's got the mica all over it. Pretty cool. Oh, I agree. Someday I'd like to have a rock garden and just have these outside. But I really enjoy digging. I can't even, I just very therapeutic to me. I tried metal detecting a few years back, and there's something about digging that is really, really therapeutic. This is like a very split in half. I don't know enough about my rocks, but isn't it cool? Oh, I can't get this to, there we go. That looks like calcite or something right there. Very, very split, so I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know why I'm showing you guys individually, but some of these were really neat. This rock looks particularly blue against gray rocks, actually, and that's why this one's gray. So this one looks a little, it just looked blue to me when I was outside. This one shines in the sun as well. Might not really be able to capture it, but covered in mica. We have a lot of granite and a lot of mica here. So it's just a random assortment of rocks I've dug up. Look at this one. I have no idea what's going on with this one. Quartz vein through through, I'm not sure. A quartz vein through, what is this? I forgot the name of this stone. It just slipped my mind. But it also has the mica on it. Granite. I think this is granite. That's pretty neat. All of these were dug up out of the ground by me. Very sparkly. I'd like to make this one into a pendant, actually. And then there's like neat ones like this that just have a very distinct line through them. Now you're digging away from your path, right? I don't want you to fall in one of those holes. Yeah, it's the little path, you know, the bridge, and there's the path that I take down, but there's like a little side path that I kind of wore down. That's where it is. But I'm also like I fill in the holes after I make them. I know you. I think you probably know where I'm talking about. Whoa, this one's kind of pinkish. This one was identified for me by somebody who knows their minerals, but I forgot what it is already. But he said that maybe this isn't the one. The pink stuff. It's this. It's not this one. But there were pink. What they're called is bow ties. So that's cool. Yes. Yeah, it's like that. Here's the here's the camera. Here's the bridge. It's the one that goes that way. I don't go down it much. That's where I walk when I try to show the tree line, that with the missing branches, that weird tree line. So anyway, let's get a black light on this. See if anything glows. Uh, no, not really. No, no, everything just sort of has the purple cast to it. This one is neat because it just has little like chunks of something in it. I found another one and I put it in my pocket and I must have dropped it somewhere. It was a better example than this one, but I dropped it. Anyway, that's just some of the rocks I've dug up. There's actually a whole stone path that I basically created when doing this because I just kind of made a little like a little rock wall of the ones I wasn't keeping. So this one is like literally half of a rock. Found an antique dump site at night with my black light by a river. Oh. Well, I live near a river. I should do that. That's interesting. I should do that. I never thought to do that. Um, at my old apartment, between the two, actually 2 apartments ago, between the 2 properties, um, there was a hump, and it just looked like a sort of a natural border between the 2 yards. But I asked the lady if I could metal detect in her yard, and she said yes. And when I got to that hump, it was full of trash. It was just, I found wingtip shoes, I found marbles, I found money, I found tons of broken glass, I found a stove damper, I found half of an insulator, I found a plate and a fork, a license plate, a toy truck. So much was in there. Old glass globes, yes. Yes, I didn't even think about that. Yes, and there's going to be glass down by the river too, now that I'm thinking about it. There we go. Oh. Just a table with each knee. Okay, so yeah, and sometimes I walk around my apartment at night and just take the flashlight even though nothing different is glowing. For some reason I still do that because I'm like, well, maybe I missed something. I do have uranium glass. I do have this, the typical stuff that I usually have that's more girly. This is it from my man cave stuff, I believe. Except for that flask thingy. I don't know. Anyway, brother-in-law metal detects for fun. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, Camille, it's okay. um, yeah, I used to too, actually. And that's where I again discovered that I really like just digging is very therapeutic to me, getting in the earth like that. I've been watching videos on Facebook of a woman who bought an old property and she keeps digging and pulling all kinds of stuff out. Oh my gosh. That's like my dream. I would love that so much. I'm already fantasizing about having a property that has a little bit of woods on it that I can make a little trail through there, and I could just use my stones alongside, make a little stone wall along the side. But I also want a little rock garden too. I don't want any of these inside actually. I want them wherever I end up living outside. But that's pretty neat. That's what I would probably do the same thing. I'd probably do a channel just for that. That's really cool. I love treasure hunting. And if a treasure is just a plain old rock that looks kind of blue, it's a treasure to me. So anyway, I'm gonna pack it in. I think that was everything, and then we did the recap, and we also did last week's unsolds. So I think we've gone through everything for the day. It's 5 o'clock. I've been streaming for 2 hours. So I'm gonna go. I am starving, but thank you everybody for being here as usual, and thank you for the purchases. Very much appreciated. I wasn't sure if anything was just like last week. I wasn't sure if anything was gonna move. Um, I should be here next Thursday. Good to see you too. Thank you for coming. If I'm not here doing a live sale next Thursday, I will definitely do the one the week after. It just depends. I have a lot to take care of this week. So it just depends. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get going. I will probably invoice hmm, either later this evening or probably tomorrow. It just depends. Love and prayers to you too, Stephanie. I appreciate that. And I guess that's it. Anybody watching on the replay, feel free to email me. Some of these things are going to go directly to Goodwill. Um, there might be a couple things set aside for another sale, but thank you. Much love, Camille. Appreciate everybody for being here and for hanging out. And I will see everybody next week. And I'll try to make a Devo video with that because I think it'd be really funny. And I kind of like my shorts. I like my shorts. They're funny. Okay, okay, Deborah, I appreciate that. Yes, and feel free to email me if you happen to have purchased. Oh, thank you, Kate. If you happen to have purchased today and you've moved in the past 3 years and you haven't sent your new address, please send that. But other than that, I think I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go eat. Have a good day, everybody, and thanks for coming by. See you later.